Hey guys, welcome back to Team DTV. Today, gagawa tayo ng panibagong testing with our SL6. Ang gagawin naman natin this time, itetest natin yung fuel consumption within the city using purely HEV. Hindi tayo magpapacharge. This is actually inspired by yung mga subscribers natin na condo dwellers.
Are you looking for information about the BYD Sea Lion 6? You came to the right channel. Here at Team DTV, we have a dedicated playlist that talks about our journey with our own SL6. We have been documenting our experiences since day one. We talk about its performance and the beautiful things about the SL6, where to buy donut spare tire, how to build your extension cord for the charger, road trips, driving tips, energy and fuel consumption. We also talk about the errors we encountered and how they were resolved, so that you can evaluate if the SL6 is the right car for you. Please subscribe and feel free to browse through our channel as your reference. Look for the playlist Our Sea Lion 6. Stay tuned because we will continue to update this playlist as we continue our journey with our SL6.
Bigla ko kasing naisip, parang hindi ko pa talaga na-explore yung mga concerns ng mga condo dwellers. So, few days ago, merong mga 2-3 subscribers na nag-message sa atin, nag-comment, nagtanong kung pwede daw ba na hindi i-charge yung SL6. Kumbaga panay HEV lang daw kasi they live in a condo tapos walang provision for charging at hindi makapag-install ng fast charger that came with the SL6. So naisip ko, they must be concerned or they probably want to know kung paano naman ang konsumo ng SL6 using just HEV. Okay? So, kagabi, ang ginawa ko, naka 25% SOC na tayo, meaning matitrigger na yung engine, di ba? Yung ICE. Tapos hindi tayo nagpa-charge and then nagpa-full tank ako ng gas. Patakboy natin to ng mga siguro 1 to 2 weeks and then after that, magpapa-full tank tayo and then i-compute natin manually. Gusto ko gawin purely city driving. So today is Friday, perfect example na naman. As you all know, ang Friday namin sobrang busy, school bus to. So makakailang biyahe na naman kami back and forth sa mga schools ng mga bata. So tingnan natin kung matipid pa rin ba siya sa gas. For the condo dwellers and for some of you guys, this is for you. Okay guys, so nakapagpa-full tank na tayo, automatic lang. Yung estimated range ng gas natin is now back to 1,100 kilometers. And take note, SOC natin is 25% and automatically ma-activate yung HEV. And then trip A, magma-manual compute tayo. Reset natin trip A. Ayun, 0 na. Reset na rin natin yung trip B. Ayan. Okay, so i-monitor natin si trip A. Dito naman, energy, consumption, i-reset natin. Yan. Lahat. Okay, yung VTOL ang pinaka-importante dyan. Okay, VTOL, naka-0 siya ha. Kasi, pwede ko kasi kayong lokohin, di ba? Pwede akong magpa-charge para tumaas yung mileage. Tapos, hindi ko sasabihin. So ayan, so ito naka-0 So after ng testing natin na to, dapat naka-0 pa rin yan. Kasi kung dadayain ko kayo, magkakaroon ng number dyan. Ibig sabihin nagpa-charge ako. Hey guys, so it's the second day of our fuel test consumption using pure HEV. So quick update lang kung ilan na yung natakbo natin. Okay, so naka 117.4 kilometers na tayo. Kahapon Friday, like I always share with you guys, kapag Friday sobrang busy kami para kaming school bus. I think naka 80 kilometers kami kahapon, and then today ayan naka 20, 30, 37 na kami. Alright, so still traffic, and then pakita ko lang sa inyo yung takbo namin. Tayo ulit sa energy consumption. Okay, ito yung nireset natin, di ba, before the test. And like I showed you last time, yung VTOL natin ayan naka-0. Hindi ko yan charge. Okay, and then total fuel consumption, sinasabi yan dito 8.9 liters. Pero ang final na evaluation talaga natin, yung susundin natin yung manual computation later. Right? And just to give an idea, driving time natin is 10.6 hours and nag-average lang tayo ng 11 kilometers per hour. Ganyang kabagal, ganyang katindi yung traffic kahapon Friday and early Saturday morning. Etong hapon medyo mabilis-bilis ng konti, but average ganyan pa rin. Alright? See you in my next update. Hey guys, here's another quick update. It's Wednesday. Hindi ko masyadong nagamit yung car for the past 2 days. Ang gumamit lang si Madam Pea at saka si Achi. And eto, pinapakita ko lang sa inyo ganyan ang normal traffic condition na dinadaanan namin. Ganyan katindihan traffic. So anyway, ayan, okay, trip A natin is 260, no, tama, labo na mata ko, 260.7 kilometers. Okay, and then yung fuel estimated range natin is down to 733 kilometers. SOC natin 29. Naglalaro lang yan mga between 28 to 30, minsan umakit ng 32. Kasi kapag ka-traffic talaga, mahina rin ang ang pagcha-charge. Unlike kapag nag-drive ka ng tuloy-tuloy, katulad nung nakita natin during our Bicol trip, umaabot siya ng sagad na 70%. So pag dito sa traffic, hindi siya ganun kabilis umakyat. Tapos ayan, kanina naka 30 yan eh. Tapos ngayon bumaba ng 29. Minsan nakit ng 31. So ganun ang behavior niya pag traffic. Okay, so yan muna ang update. And right now, si Madam Pea ang nagda-drive. Pupunta kami ng Robinsons Galleria para magpa-install ng EasyTrip RFID. Kasi sa weekend, mag out of town kami, and ang naka-install ko dito is AutoSweep pa lang. So ayun, by the way guys, from the beginning of this vlog, yung sabi ko na yun nga ang purpose natin ito is just pure HEV. At first I was thinking 1 to 2 weeks, may camping kaming gagawin sa weekend. Dala namin yung BYD Tang. So masisira yung intention ko na gawin tong pure city driving lang, para nga to sa mga condo dwellers na subscribers natin, di ba? So we will stop this na sa Friday. Magkakaroon na tayo ng conclusion sa Friday. Okay? In the meantime, gusto nyo samahan kami, punta kami ng Robinsons Galleria, magpapa-install ng EasyTrip RFID. So yan guys, ganyan ang traffic oh. So nandito na tayo sa Robinsons Galleria basement parking. Yun pala, pero AutoSweep. Dito raw yung ito pala, EasyTrip sa kabilang side. Okay, pupunta na kami ng parking for the installation. Oh, ganda ng seagull, puti. Pogi ah. Thank you. Okay. Ayan na. Ayan.
Bali activated na to sir. Pwede niya rin po siyang
Papaloadan na lang no?
Papaloadan niyo na lang po.
So guys, wala akong binayaran. Free yung installation. Pero of course wala ka pang load. Anong requirement? Hindi mo kailangan magdala ng printed na ORCR. Kahit picture lang sa phone mo. And then titingnan lang yung driver's license. And that's it. Ayan, ayan, naka-install na. Ito yung AutoSweep, ito yung EasyTrip. Sir, thank you.
Thank you sir. Ingat po.
So ayan, magpapa-load na lang tayo online. Okay? So dito muna kami sa Robinsons Galleria at mag-grocery.
Lola's brand is now in the Philippines. Try and buy the new Meadows products now at your nearest Robinsons supermarket branch.
Okay, tapos na yung grocery namin sa Robinsons. So eto, magsusundo na naman kami sa school. Okay guys, later naman ulit sa next update. Hey guys, good morning. It's Thursday morning, 11:32 AM. So quick update lang regarding our HEV only testing for the condo dwellers. So we are going to Glorieta today. We are going to participate dun sa launching ng Kia Sorento, and that's why I'm wearing my Kia hat today. So malapit na kami sa Glorieta, still the same heavy traffic. And quick update lang, total distance travel natin is 309, remaining estimated range 655, and SOC natin is 31%. Okay, ayun na, nasa may Glorieta 4 na kami.
The new Kia Sorento Turbo Hybrid is packed with Kia's DriveWise advanced driver assistance system.
Hey guys, so it's now Friday again. If you remember, we started this HEV only testing for the fuel consumption within the city. We started this last Friday, so naka 8 days tayo. Okay, like I mentioned when we started, I thought mga 1 to 2 weeks natin gagawin. Kaya lang, this weekend we are going camping, so maglo-long drive to si Panchita. So hindi na valid, ibang scenario na yon. So maguguluhan tayo. So gusto ko makita yung consumption niya within the city lang nang walang charging. So that was the entire point of this testing. Kasi nga inspired by some of our viewers, mga condo dwellers na nagtanong kung pwede daw ba na hindi i-charge, panay HEV lang kasi nga nasa condo sila nakatira, wala silang saksakan. Okay? So kaya na-inspire ako, naisip ko malamang gusto nila malaman ano ang consumption, no? So eto na, kanina si Achi dala to galing sa school, so napasabak na naman sa traffic. So ngayon punta na tayo ng gasoline station para magpa full tank, and then we will do a manual computation. But for your information muna, bago tayo pumunta, pakita ko yung state of charge tsaka yung mileage. Okay, state of charge natin is 25%. So ayan nga, katulad sinasabi ko sa inyo, kapag hindi tuloy-tuloy na long drive, hindi umaakyat, na ma-manage niya lang yan ng mga 25 to 30, 32, ganon. If you remember, nung papuntang Bicol, kaya yan umakyat ng 70% kasi maraming long stretch ng pagdadrive, may regenerative braking. Sa traffic, hindi masyado. Kaya ayan. So yung trip A natin is 368.4. Alright, kita nyo po ba sa camera? Okay, so ngayon ang gagawin natin, magpapa full tank tayo. Ito kasing 563 kilometers, like I always say, estimate lang yan. So para accurate, magpapa full tank tayo ulit, tapos compute natin manually. Tara. 95 yan, ha? Okay, full tank mo lang, tapos automatic lang, ha? Okay, 29, ayun. Nag-automatic na. So, 29 liters, 1,800 pesos. Yun ang na-consume natin. Okay, so as you can see, umakit ng konti, 369.3. Kasi nga, nag-drive tayo papunta sa gas station. And then, yung kinarga natin is 29.1 liters. Okay? Itatabi ko muna sa sasakyan para makapag-compute tayo. Pero bago ko gawin yon, ipakita ko lang sa inyo ulit. Ayan. Energy consumption. Pakita ko sa inyo, ayan o, VTOL. VTOL charge, 0. Yan ang proof natin na hindi tayo nagpa-charge. Alright? Okay, so tumabi muna tayo dito sa gas station. Alright, so let's do some math. Ano nangyari? Total distance na drive natin is 369.3, right? Divide by the number of liters. So 29.1, right? Ayun, 12.69, 12.7 kilometers per liter on heavy traffic. Ang average speed natin is 11 kilometers per hour. Okay? So, intindi natin mabuti ha, yung mga basher na naman dyan, yung mga anti-BYD.
kukunin nyo lang na naman, basta nyo lang pipick upin yung 29, ay yung 12.9, sasabihin nyo makonsumo. For this exact same route na drive natin for the past 8 days, with my previous Ford Everest, nagpa 5 to 6 kilometers lang. With my previous Subaru XV 2.0, all-wheel drive, you know, Subarus are all-wheel drive, si 6 to 7 kilometers per liter. The Sea Lion 6 is giving me 12.9, more than twice. Ang ganda na nun. Sobrang ganda na nun. So, kung yung Everest, ang isang full tank nun, 2 weeks, yung Subaru ganun din 2 weeks, ito parang kalahati, kasi ilang liters nga lang, 12 something lang. Wala pa nga actually. Wala pang kalahati kasi 60 liters to eh. So, yung consumption ko na to, pag dinoble mo, hindi ko pa completely mauubos yung isang full tank. So, sabihin na lang natin na isang full tank nito 2 weeks. Sabihin na lang natin, kalahati ang na-save ko. Ito kasing SL6 natin, lahat ng tinatakbo nung Subaru XB tsaka ng Ford Everest dati, ito siya nang tumatakbo ngayon kasi walang coding. Kaya medyo mataas ang mileage namin. Ang consumption niya, kalahati lang nung dalawa. So, kung in 1 month, nakakadalawang full tanks ako sa dalawang sasakyan na yon, ngayon, ito, sabihin natin makakadalawa. So, nakatipid ako ng half. And that's, take note na, that's pure HEV. Do not forget that this is a plug-in hybrid. So, for those of you na may chance na magsaksak, sobrang tipid nyo. Baka nga in 1 month, di kayo kukonsumo ng gasolina, di ba? So, ayun. So, anyway, yun na nga. Ang purpose ng test natin is for the condo dwellers, yung mga hindi nakapag-charge everyday, walang facility na mapapagsaksakan sa bahay nila, or baka weekend lang nakakauwi sa probinsya. So, this one is for you. Alright? So, sana nakatulong, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And don't forget, magta-test drive kami ng BYD Tang, magka-car camping. So marami tayong exciting na videos na ilalabas after this weekend. So please do not forget to subscribe. As always, please drive safe. Bye.
Please do not forget to follow our social media accounts. We are on YouTube, Facebook page, Instagram, and TikTok.